and there as well.
We've got it all up.
Yeah.
So what would that have been, sorry?
So there would, you could go outside there. So where the servants would come in through here, so that they didn't have to enter the main house.
Cool.
There's one there, Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
One there.
So where would these have led to?
I think the cellars would have been bigger.
Yeah, for a house that size, it must have taken up the whole foundation of the house, you would have thought, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
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 Because that, with where have we come in? I was wondering if that would actually be a way into the kitchen,
Yeah.
because that's where the kitchen is on the back of the house, and we've come obviously down on the front of the house. So that could be, or these two are ways up to the kitchen. Because if this was used for storage of food, which it most likely would have been, that would make sense.
That's it. And wine and...
So where's the stairs? Yeah, so those two doors at the back face the kitchen. What would have been the kitchen anyway. Looking for bodies. Looking for bodies.
Cellars? Bodies?
Yeah, there's
You
one
concern me sometimes. Literally, you repeated it and looked at the floor. Sian, there is a step.
I see.
You're not. You always see the step, but you always go over the step.
Oh, there's another bit there where things would have been kept.
Oh yeah. This is like Attingham, where they use it. They can fill it with hay for insulation, or they can leave it open. You know that ice house at Attingham. This is probably where they kept the meat.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. No room yet.
Because obviously that would probably have covered these stairs.
No room yet.
Oh,
You any good with spiders?
So we're going now into
Oh, this smells different.
where the foundations of the first
So you can see the
house was.
It's the medieval house as opposed to the
medieval
Georgian.
house. So they built the medieval house, the grand house, on top of a house already. So this would have been part of, half of this would have been part of 3 cottages.
And it's
the
built on
church.
top.
So some of it they built straight on top.
Well, yeah, you do, don't you?
Because you can see different brickwork in some of the areas, especially sort of the outdoor.
You can see it in here as well.
Oh my life, this just keeps going.
Where's the church,
Yeah, you'll know then, there'll be coffins everywhere.
You can see the wall.
You can see the different brickwork that would have been used.
Perfect example is just this bit.
Yeah,
You've got 3 different types of brickwork there.
yeah. And we think that's got to have been where that is. It's got to be in a window or something.
Do you know what? Where we are as well, we're on the side now, aren't we? Like on the very side.
Yeah,
But it made sense if this was a kind of a walled garden where they grew veg, because it's right next to the cellar and they had the windows and things where you could look through into the main garden. Because where else would you need a window? What's there? You're right, there's definitely a window there.
This was, I reckon this was from the cottages.
Yeah.
I think we are in one of them.
Because they were lower.
Is that one of them?
Ah.
What side of a church?
Yeah, yeah.
I think there's a little photo of one of the cottages before we got up there.
You can see the grand.
Is there anyone down here you can ask?
No. We're slowly getting information for Steve to help with his archives.
Oh, fantastic. Oh God, there's a step here and I'm not going down it because I am not Sian. You fall all the time.
It's just building their energies up and building the story
Well, that's it.
of the place.
And letting them know there's somebody here who's going to listen to you
Yeah.
as well. And yeah. It's building that trust as well.
Feel the heat change now.
What?
I have to feel the heat from the
God, yeah, it's nice and cool down there. You get up here, it's blooming boiling. That is a lovely picture of this place. before, as Dean would say, the council got their hands on it, ruined it, fleeced it of everything they could, sold it.
But there's a picture of it.
That's the picture on the sign over there. Look at these. Who's that? Who is that? Who's that next to it?
Yeah.
I love it. I just love it.
Oh, here we are. The 3 cottages.
Oh, yeah.
Before,
So 3 cottages there.
and that's in the cellars downstairs.
So did that cellar we were last in come up to the church wall, or is it just the end cottage, you think?
The end cottage.
Yeah, to be honest, we've not gone past the boundary, have we,
No.
of the house when you look at it?
But they must have had.
Who are all them? Who are they, V? What were they like? Were they nice people? Were they horrible people? Were there scandalous affairs? What happened in their little lives?
I know, but that's what.
This is why I love it so much.
Was that?
Your mum. Sorry.
Rude.
It's better than when you did it to me.
You know, it makes you just wonder what Mother Rees.
It's just, there's just so many hundreds of people have passed through. So many thousands of emotions have gone through this place.
Yeah.
And it's so still
Don't
now.
that you're going from the cottage into the servants' quarters within a few steps.
Exactly. It's so different to what it was. Can I ask you a random question? Do you believe anyone can be a medium? So if I
Yes.
did actually concentrate
Yes.
on meditation and
We
connection.
we all have mediumistic tendencies.
Because they say empathy is the first step, isn't it? That overwhelming feeling of empathy, which is ridiculous with me anyway, it always has been.
And usually, like you say, it's understanding that what you have to do is when you're working with spirit is whatever they tell you, you believe
Yeah.
to build that bond up with your guides
Of
and
course.
inspirers. Because this, the first time you doubt them, the more you're taking steps
Away.
away.
Ah.
So if they're showing you something, yes, it's hard sometimes when you're giving it as a reading rather than like doing this,
Yeah.
because we can put our own interpretation into it. Where when we're doing this, you just give off what you're feeling because you haven't got to worry about offending anybody.
Yeah, of course.
Apart from spirit, but in churches and doing all that, you've got to say, well, be careful what you say, how you say it, and stuff. But I always believe what they tell me because I'd rather believe them than what I do people down here.
Yeah. They've got no reason to lie.
I've not seen that.
We'll get the ladders later, shall we? You can fit through there.
Oh, we've got a location where we're having to use ladders to get people down.
Love it.
It's
So the Spiritualist Church, because I read a book by Kim Russo, I don't know if you've heard of her,
yeah.
and she's a Catholic, but she's obviously a spiritualist now, but she's found a way of connecting the two religions. Do you think that's possible as well?
Yeah.
Because I read her book and I was raised Protestant, but I have to admit her book makes complete sense that Jesus is a higher being in the same way Muhammad is, and they were on their last circle on this planet before they reached that.
But kind of what I teach is there's only one God.
We're being broken into, guys. We've got 50,000 cameras everywhere. We're all right.
Hello. We've only got one God. And God is us. Oh, yeah. And God is us. So what we see, what is one person's God is us all are all gods.
Yeah.
We've just got to believe.
It's almost like different sides of the same coin, isn't it? Everyone's
Yeah.
looking at it through a different perspective.
Yeah.
Because there's a really big spiritualist church in Shrewsbury on the main street, and I often looked at it and wondered about going in.
I'd probably recommend to start off with just go to the open circles, which is basically you're all sat in theatre and somebody will get up and go, "Can I come to you?" And
You're having your own video, V. This is brilliant.
It's like that. Do you know what I mean? And I've got your mum, and I need to give. That's
Okay.
how. And then they might, at the end of it, if you haven't got anything, it might say, oh, did you pick up anything? You know, when it might even be that you pick up.
Yeah, because when Kim
small
started
bits.
doing it, it was more feelings
Yeah,
and smells
yeah,
and things like that. And she said to build up the confidence to say to a group of people, actually, I did smell this, and not be ridiculed for it. She said that was a huge step for her.
yeah, definitely. It's built my confidence up.
Yeah.
Like, no tomorrow. Whatsoever. So we'll show you where the other sailors are.
Fabulous. Dean, get up. We're doing stuff. Come on.
So obviously this would have been all part of the
This place is massive, isn't it?
kitchen.
Dr. Pepper and Coke. Is that you and Dean?
Yeah.
You've moved in, all of it. Toilet. And so what cellar would this have been?
So this was the one that they built. The time where all the Civil War, Cold
Okay.
War.
Yes, just after the war when they were doing the extension. So they had this almost ready to be used as a bomb shelter as well, didn't they?
And this is why we said
Bring wellies!
bring wellies.
We've both got, well, you've got your hiking boots, I've got wellies.
Oh, okay, so waterproof.
Yeah.
Not too bad though.
That looks quite lovely. Even the colours look authentic, don't they?
So you can lean across, you can see the crosses where they use for Remembrance Day.
Oh my word. Oh.
Did you see it?
Do you want to go past me?
But there's like 3 or 4 rooms off.
Oh yeah, we've got wellies. We'll go down there and have a look
That's
later.
fine. Easy.
Just nearly knocked myself out on the floor.
The first time I came, it was dry.
Well, what's it leaking? Because it's so dry outside at the moment.
I think it's from one of the waterways.
It's just oh god, that's going to be quite detrimental to the foundations of the whole building, isn't it? If there's actual water, running water getting through.
I think it's kind of like on Easter doing bliss.
Oh, bless him.
It's like anything, when there's a job building like things.